Hey everybody, welcome back to the Weiss Schwarz Study Hall. Today I'm joined with...
In-person Andrew. What's up, friends?
In-person Andrew.
In-person Oliver.
Dude, and I'm James. Before we get into it, make sure to check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Patreon. Yeah, thanks, Tam. Facebook, all under TCGU University. We also have twitch.tv/TCGU University. Make sure to check us out on iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify, all the cool stuff. If we're not on a podcasting service or a service you want us to be on, just let us know. We'll see if we can get out there. Shout outs to all of our Patreon supporters: 80, Andrew Dang, Anthony Albano, Bryce Rasek, Chris Miner, Clay Cardwell, Jay Rogers, Dret Hubbard, John Stone, Justin Farce, Kat Maria, Kevin Broberg, Lucinda Letica, Andrew, Paul Casagrande, Peyton Kiker, Samantha Stevens, the baddest bitch around, Sean O'Brien, Theodore Ruiz, and Tyler Zane Pease. We have 3 sponsors today: Cards Custom Build, Inked Gaming, and Dex Protection, but there'll be an ad for those guys later. And we also have merch, guys, so make sure to check that as well. There'll be a link down below. Hashtag James Sucks.
It's a great shirt. It's comfy. It'll take care of you at night.
So how are you guys today? I know we talked about it a little bit in the pre-show, but how are you guys today?
Pretty good. You and I played 6 hours of Weiss.
Yeah, we did.
Yep.
I'm still alive, and apparently I'm supposed to preface it as I've been walking more.
Yeah.
Like,
You've been walking as an activity.
yeah. Not just like upstairs and like downstairs and to my chair.
You were going to say something?
No.
Oh, okay. So for today, we're probably going to split this up into probably 2 different podcasts, so that way everybody else who isn't on this one can probably get on the other one. Everyone get their points across the way they want to. Today we're going to be talking about a tier list.
Big topic.
The 7 of us that are really more or less involved in this have each single-handedly tiered all the decks ourselves on tiermaker.com or whatever. Then I compiled all of that information into one and create a tier list as like a composite tier list of all of our information. The way it worked is everybody tiered their list between S, A, B, C, and D. There were some Fs and some S pluses. I didn't count those. They just counted it as S's and D's. But the way it works is if you ranked it in S, it got 1 point. If you ranked it in A, it got 2, B 3, C 4, D was 5. I lost it.
You're doing it.
But then I add them all together, and then the ones with the least amount of points ended up in spots. So like if it got 7 or less points, like these were the definitive between all the 7 of us, we agreed it was S tier. It ended up in S tier. Then I believe like 8 through 14 was A, 15 through 21 was C. Or B, sorry. 22 through 28 was C, and then 29 through 35 was D. Everyone made their own lists, but we'll go over real quick. I'll make sure that somebody gets a picture of our composited tier list to go over later.
Love you,
Tam, you didn't give me a notebook. I can't write down notes.
You want to run an army?
I mean, if you want to, I can just tell you what the notes you'll need. Okay.
Love you, Tam. Hey, look, that's Tam, everyone.
Yeah. He's never on the show. He sits behind a computer and complains to me because I'm doing something wrong.
He's the magic man.
He is the magic man. Tam, am I doing anything wrong yet?
Got him.
Nice.
That's a first.
Dude, I'm so proud of you, James.
Man, we're making it.
Dude, Cinderella story.
Dude.
Trust me, it won't last long. Just like Cinderella.
Ouch. That was pretty good. Okay. All right. So who wants to kick us off on the tier list?
We could just.
We just go through like each tier and then just talk about like the composite one.
So
and then
we'll start with like the way the tier list broke down. In S tier, the composited numbers were AOT and Konosuba. I don't think any of us at this table are too surprised about those making the S tier ones.
Yeah. What are you talking about? I'm shocked.
Super shocked.
Shook. Dude.
A tier broke down into Fate Rider deck, Bang Dream, ReZero, Goblin Slayer, the SAO, S-A-O, Love Life Sunshine, and Bunny Girl.
I'm so proud of you.
What?
You know what all the pictures mean?
Yeah. I had to learn because some of them I did not, like Cinderella Girls. It was Cinderella Girls, Ilya, and what was
JoJo.
it? The JoJo one. I knew it was JoJo's. I just didn't know why they were 2 separate JoJo pictures.
So what made B tier, James?
B tier was Fujimi Bunko, P5 GGO, Kantai, I couldn't think of the name. Apocrypha, Cardcaptor Sakura, Alicization, and then Gurren Lagann. C tier was Review, Excel World, To Love Ru, Saber Fate, No Game No Life. Then came in JoJo's, Love Live Original, Batman Ninja Nisekoi, Madoka Magica, and Miku. And then rounding out D tier, which I'm very sad to say is Log Horizon, Cinderella Girls, Haruhi, Ilya, Kill la Kill, Disgaea, Angel Beats, and to no one's surprise, Fairy Tail and Monogatari.
I'm surprised you didn't put Log Horizon in S tier.
So here's the thing. So if we're gonna go over to mine real quick, I'll put so that way we have it everybody's single tier list.
Dude, big notes. This is what happens when we get too complicated topics, James.
So if we go to mine, so where is it? It's this one right here. So I have it right now sitting in the top of seat. It doesn't matter where it is. I just put mine in the tiers. You were upset at me earlier for it, but they're not in any order. They're just
organize
in
his tier list. What a
I
nerd.
didn't care enough. They weren't getting voted on which spot they were getting. That's not how the points were allotted.
I did.
Yeah, but I didn't allot the points that way.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Well, that's how they were allotted. So the ones when we read them were in left to right order were in exact order from the way their points worked. We'll pull up that so we figure it out. But afterwards, I wanted to move it up to B tier. Specifically because if we move all the way back up to these numbers, so we're going to go down the numbers real quick. So like I said, if you got S tier was 1 point, A tier was 2, B 2, 3, C whatever yada yada down the line. AOT and Konosuba both got 7 points. Then we have Fate with 9, Bang Dream with 10, and ReZero with 10. Goblin Slayer with 11, SAO with 12, Sunshine with 13, Bunny with 14, Bunko with 16, P5 with 16, GGO with 17, Kantai was 20, Apocrypha was 20, Cardcaptor Sakura was 20. Alice and Gurren Lagann both got 21. Review got 22. Exerwell got 23. Tarovlu got 23. Saber got 23. No Game No Life got 24. JoJo's was 25. Regular Love Live was 26, and so was Batman. Nisekoi and Madoka both got 27. Miku was 28. Log Horizon got 29.
Shouldn't
So if I move my vote from C to B, Log Horizon caps off at 28 and makes C tier. Then continuing down the line, Log Horizon Cinderella got 29, Haruhi got 30, Ilya and Kill la Kill got 31, Disgaea and Angel Beats got 33, Fairy Tail Monogatari got a solid 35. They never left D tier. Some people had beats in Disgaea in some other spots, so it did not a solid 35.
I blame Kyle for this list.
Actually, when I looked at the list, so we'll go back over. I actually comparatively just don't think it's that bad. Everyone has personal reasons why I don't think Log Horizon should be in D. You don't like Miku in C.
No, Miku's fine in C.
Oh, okay.
It just should be
Higher up
in
in
C.
Sure. Kyle was throwing a fit about Alicization being in B. Or
Goblin Slayer being an A.
Goblin Slayer being an A and not
where
S.
it should be.
Yeah.
You were saying we should move the first 3 up, and I'm just I understand it. We'll eventually we'll get to, we'll figure it out and whatnot. But one of the things I ran into is just if I move those 3 up, what makes them different from the other 4? We all the point spread made them an A for a purpose. Everybody unanimously agreed on just these 2. Everybody across all of our lists had these 2. AOT and Konosuba at their S tier. The other ones were fluctuated between. It's the only reason nobody else is up in that S tier.
Sad day.
Yeah. It's just because
It happens, yeah.
in my opinion, everything in A tier is preferably S tier. Everybody could preferably maybe put it up there. Maybe not Bunny
Except
Girl.
for Bunny Girl.
Yeah, Bunny Girl.
Bunny Girl was the only exception because it's the back. I think it had. Let's go like this. Bunny Girl had. Bunny Girl had 14, the max it could have to not be in, B tier. LL was Love Live wasn't too far behind with 13, so
it should be higher. Love Live is a lot stronger than where we have it.
Yeah, this is what we had. So how do you guys feel about the list in general?
There's a lot of disparities. from my personal list.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, for me
Like
as
I had
well.
to take. I compiled everybody's list into one,
Yeah.
the best I could.
To be honest, on my list, I only had 2 D tiers.
I did see that. I wasn't like it wasn't terrible. I didn't disagree with it because like I think a lot of decks have potential. Like people are sleeping on Block Horizon.
Yeah.
I did one meme on my tier list, and that's JoJo's in D tier, just because I don't like it. But other than that, everything I
Which is
feel
probably why
was
JoJo's is
appropriate.
all the way at the bottom of C,
Yeah.
middle of C.
It
I
should be-
think-
this should be a D tier.
I actually think if it was anywhere, it'd probably be like right here.
I think it's low
Top of
B,
C.
low B, high C. Honestly.
I think that's like
If I
taking
was-
your meme into consideration. It moves maybe 2 or 3 points and ends up right here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. I feel that it should be in D tier because it's just a meme of a set. But in reality, if I was
played against it
taking
today.
myself out of the equation, it should have been in B. But
Nah.
you know,
Yeah.
Like I said, like most of like everything is mostly disparities between
Yeah.
how people would do it. Like
Yeah.
we were talking about like you guys want like Fate Rider, Bang Dream, and ReZero like towards S tier, and like
I'm-
Kyle wants Goblin
no,
Slayer in
that's-
S tier, and AO Samhain.
so a lot
S tier.
of the disparities that we saw, in at least from what I looked at, glancing over everything, is that a lot of people were putting wall decks in S tier, which, objectively speaking, I can see that because they are pretty strong right now. Specifically, your Fate and Goblin Slayer.
Fate and Goblin
are
Slayer
really
were, like,
strong,
for me.
But
I think,
ReZero
was-
stands above those other decks for me personally because it has pieces that are just more functional in a lot of different ways.
I
So-
put Fate and Goblin Slayer up there. I put Fate specifically because I think the ability it has to drive its consistency
Oh.
with both the Brainstormer and the Free Freshes.
Oh yeah,
is just
level 0 is uncomparable.
fucking nuts.
So
And then Goblin Slayer was just like it has like the same thing as AOT, where it just like I'll mill 4 from my deck and get the consistency I need, or if it wants to, I'll play a total standby deck and have advantage on stock as well as like board. And then I have if I want to play the like Rider game, I can just neg soul and neg stuff for the entire game, and then late game just push a little bit.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go through this real quick.
No, yeah, you can move closer.
So the reason ReZero is just so much more consistent is honestly because a lot more of his pieces also move around the deck. A lot of like Fate Rider, yeah, they have cards that do that, but they don't. Not all their cards do that. Unlike ReZero, which pretty much 80% of that deck has cards that say either A, mill cards out, or B, reveal top, grab the dude, ditch it. Like it just innately does that with every single piece. So that's why that deck is just so much more consistent, and that's why it stays consistent still against like all these other decks. Honestly, I think with power creep, ReZero may be pushed down farther. It will still be good, don't get me wrong, but it just won't be able to compete with these higher tier decks.
You have the strongest early play in the game.
Yeah.
That's why I think it still hangs in there. Actually,
I
it
think
has
the 1-0 combo
two of
lets
the
it help.
strongest early plays in the game.
And I
Yeah,
think like
yeah.
the 1-0 lets it
Rem,
just hang on to.
Rem and Felt.
Rem and Felt.
One-
Felt
Felt-
just saying on attack, search your deck, compress something.
Also
Little
saying,
sus.
when you're gonna reflip your deck and you're at 1-0 combo, you put yourself in a consistency where you're gonna block the
I
3
was felt
attacks.
the 3-2 that was getting the free stock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree with
that-
that.
Yeah.
But
We played where I think he's at level. He had that out for like 2 turns, and on the 3rd turn I went, "Oh, that's what's going on." I was wondering how you get so much stock.
yeah.
because
just, like-
I played 3 2-1 tap counters on him.
Oh my god, dude, busted.
I was just like letting
See,
him. I was just like
busted.
letting him play, like half paying attention, trying to read chat,
Now,
trying to look.
If the tap
yourself
counter cost only 4 instead of the overall 5, way stronger.
Way stronger card, but
Yeah.
I think the 5 is good enough because you build enough stock. If you
Yeah.
get double Felt on board, you're good.
Yeah, but I wanted to be 4 so I can play 1 a turn, man. Come on.
That's what I did. Calm down. You
Wait,
just built.
Do you have double felt rem?
No.
Oh, see, if you only have single felt, you can't do it. Come on.
Yeah, I did. I built enough stock before I played Felt.
Yeah, but
And then
wanna
I did it 3 times in a row till the end game where I lost
He
because
he did hit me like 3 times with it.
what? Dude,
You lost?
he kicked me to level 2 immediately.
Holy shit.
I had to
He
start
didn't block shit.
I didn't
My
block
God.
anything. Like I literally started my level 1 game at 2.
Now, see, that was just Weiss Schwarz saying no to you.
Yeah, and
it did it like the entire day for him.
no, I maybe won 3 games.
So looking
I
over
think
our
that you
list,
won more of the later games. Than
Yeah.
looking over our list, four people had Goblin Slayer above Fate, which is another disparity that I've been seeing with.
I don't
the
know how
overall
many
list.
people like put them in order though. That was one of the issues.
Yeah, I don't know if everyone put them in order, but assuming everyone did, other than you, a
I
lot
know
of
I just kind
people
of placed
were
mine because I'm
putting
not sure about some of the sets.
Goblin Slayer above Fate. I'm glad in our finalized list, Fate was above Goblin Slayer. And the reason that I want it to be above Goblin Slayer is, yes, Goblin Slayer is one.
I think it's consistency.
It's 1-0 game is nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Fate objectively beats Goblin Slayer on every other base.
Mm-hmm.
The 1-0 game might not be as strong, but in reality, you have so many other tools. Your 1-0 game
I think the
is
consistency
irrelevant.
is just nuts.
Yeah.
You also get to play clock bombers in Fate that say
Yeah.
clock bomb your Goblin Slayer, and I'm gonna keep my my Sakura alive because I have Shiro in the back.
Yeah, and the thing with Goblin Slayer is it's stuck in a weird place where you have 2 decks,
Mm-hmm.
but
And-
both of them play early plays. But the Priestess build is objectively more susceptible to things that every deck packs, anti-changes, and cards that just say, I'm going to kill something that's over level on the board.
Mm-hmm.
So that's prevalent in every deck. And if you lose a Priestess, if you lose 2 Priestesses, or say you have 3 Priestesses on the board and you lose them, it's not looking good after that.
Yeah, because
And objectively, as a wall deck as well, Fate's just stronger because it has consistent healing rather than a burst heal.
yeah,
Because if you don't get your burst heal with Resurrection off, regardless of what build you're playing, your wall doesn't matter.
Your wall crumbles.
yeah.
So I think because of those reasons, Fate needs to be above Goblin Slayer. I'm not upset with Goblin Slayer being right behind Fate because of the level 1 game being insanely strong.
You
But,
can get those
I think,
Goblin Slayers up
like-
to 8K by themselves.
Like the first 4 and 8, like Fate, Bang Dream, ReZero, and Goblin Slayer, have hella good consistency hella good consistency.
Yeah.
Fate has its entire brainstormer, gold bar, whatever. Bang Dream has the toilets.
Yeah.
ReZero has the 1-0 and all of its stuff. I think Goblin Slayer has torches along with brainstormers and the way it functions through its deck. And like you just don't get that from SAO, in my opinion, Love Life Sunshine and Bunny Girl.
So
Like just
Okay.
the same,
Okay.
just the same.
Love Line,
consistency.
yeah,
what I was gonna get to.
Love Life can be consistent, but that's depending on what you're playing. There are a couple different Love Life decks. Me and Andrew agree that the 2-soul deck is just
it's
can kill.
too strong right now.
It can kill things.
Well, okay, it's not too strong. It's if you're up against a wall deck, you should win every game. You
Should-
having the 2 souls against a -3 board of a Goblin Slayer or a -3 board of Fate gives you the damage from the card, and then you have the additional pings of your burners, which just make the deck. That's the cornerstone of the deck is having your burners. With the type of meta that we're in, it's most likely going to be 2 to dead unless you're playing a wall deck. Then you might get an extra turn. But if you're playing something like Fate, Konosuba, in some situations, if you're playing
AOT
Birdcage Bang Dream,
Mm-hmm.
Love Life Sunshine basically says, "Hey, you're level 2/5, 2/6. I'm gonna kill you this turn. If I don't kill you, I lose the game." But at the same time, the potency of your level 3 game is incredible. That's why I would personally want to see Love Life Sunshine move up on our list. I think it needs to be above at least Goblin Slayer, potentially Fate, because even though you might not be
Potentially Fate.
even though you're not winning your early game much with that deck and you're going to struggle through the level 0 because a lot of decks only play 14 level 0s or even less, but once you hit your level 1 game, your tools open up and you should be getting your early plays online at level 2. And yeah, if someone anti-changes it sucks, but at the same time,
It's
Love
not a
Life
hard
Sunshine just says,
condition.
I'm just going to keep putting it out. It doesn't matter.
I think the really cool thing about this, and then maybe like Bunny Girl's like the, like we said, like the little outlier because it's right there on the edge between like A and B.
Well, and it hasn't seen play yet in the
Yeah,
regional,
yeah.
so it still
But,
has
like-
a lot it can do.
But like outside of that and like Fujimi Bunko, everything in A tier is just like your standard meta builds that you'll see constantly at like tournaments.
Yeah.
And then everything in B tier is like your rogues that you can see doing well.
Yeah.
Like I thought when it broke down, how well it broke down between all of the lists. Because
Yeah.
like These are the Konosuba and AOT. These are your constant top decks, and they're sitting here at S tier just by themselves.
Yeah.
And then everything up to like Bunny Girl is these constant like second layer of decks that just like constantly top, but maybe have not seen as well performance as AOT and Konosuba. And then everything in B tier outside of Fujimi Bunko is all these stuff that keeps popping in as like outlier, like oh my god, the Sakura deck topped at like this one big regional or whatever, and just like
World.
yeah, sure, whatever.
They got 4th.
Like it just shows up out of nowhere. It's just like
Yep.
oh, this deck's really cool, or like people are popping up GGO because it has like a soft counter system to like AOT or whatever, like
Yeah.
and like all these like side load decks that can do stuff. Like I think Alice is a pretty cool counter to AOT as well. Like just practicing with it today and looking at what it can do even across the meta. Like it has a lot more tools than I originally believed, but I still think it's fucking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like looking at C tier, it's all these decks that like when they first came out, or like most of them, when they first came out at like one point were very dominant, very good, but then have just lost their ground compared to more consistent, more
New tools.
stuff like that.
Diva X.
Missing boosters, you know, stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like
Yeah.
you have like Excel World, you have Saber Fate.
I'd say
JoJo's ended up in there just because like
I'd
it
even
hasn't
go
had time
as
to
far as
perform.
say TLR, if they had their second set, we'd be seeing them more in the B tier
That's
space
what I heard
because we
too,
get
is
the
just-
animal deck. Really cool deck, but unfortunately we just haven't
Yeah.
seen it in English. So
And like
Yeah.
the original Love Life was also very good at one point for the same reason as why you think the new Love Life Sunshine's really good. Is it just shit out damage everywhere?
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah.
And then like Nisekoi was really good at one point because it has the same thing going on that that the Fate deck has going on, which is it has the instant free fresh.
yeah,
So
It's just it's really interesting how it broke it down.
yeah. So quick fact for all you new players: if you guys don't know anything about original Love Live, that actually also played a 2-soul as a level 1 combo.
That played
Hey.
that deck played two souls like it was going out of style.
Yeah.
That deck went, is it my turn? Do I have a climax combo? Nah. Yeah. 2 soul.
Yeah.
Did I not draw the combo to combo with this climax in my hand? Yeah, fuck it. 2 soul.
Yeah. That,
Swinging at you.
that's all Love Live does.
going it.
Yeah, it goes in
Who
hard.
needs to try and build your level 3 and level 1 game? Just
Well-
drop damage on the board.
See, Love Life Sunshine just doesn't say I need to build level 3 game because it has a card that says I'll do it for you.
Yeah, but
You
like
just
the
gotta
original
pay one
Love Life,
stock.
the original Love Life did it. It's just like, oh well,
Yeah.
coming in.
Yeah, here. Just bring this over. Another disparity I would want to see corrected is if we're going off of results, Birdcage should be moved up to S tier.
Yeah.
Or not just Birdcage, but the Mocha build as well for Bang Dream.
Just bang
Yeah,
Dream in
they're-
general.
The two decks are completely different. They play different level 1s and higher that to make their deck work.
No, even level 0s.
Yeah, so
And like I'm really interested to see how like Fujimi Bunko, Bunny Girl, and JoJo's works out. And as from what I understand, like P5 has like everyone thinks P5's a really good deck still, but like has not shown up to any events either. Like
At least recently.
yeah,
at least
the
recently, yeah.
When it first came out, it was
the
more
problem
disruptive.
is that these sets that are A and B, I feel like personal belief, not enough people are representing them because
B tier
they
stuff?
change because then they choose these higher tier decks, which is AOT, Konosuba, ReZero.
Bang Dream.
Yeah, Bang
Goblin
Dream.
Slayer was a real big hype train when it came out.
Yeah, but-
Alicization had a real big hype train when it came out too.
Yeah, they're not getting enough representation,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying people should go and represent them, but if you're a newer player and you want to play an A or B tier deck, go ahead and play it, dude. It's gonna work just as fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
C
a
tiers
lot
are
of
the ones where you have
Yeah.
to like yourself work with
yeah,
them.
You gotta work
honestly, some of the B and A tiers actually check some of the higher tier decks. So you see Love Live on low A tier, it actually checks AOT and Bang Dream as your biggest counters, and as of right now, Fate as well.
Yeah.
So you see the best deck in the format technically by results, which is AOT,
Yeah.
and then you see 3 and 4 off of our list, and it checks those 3. So 3 of the top 4 really, really well. So you could easily play a Love Live Sunshine deck, even though there's probably maybe 2 other Love Live Sunshine players. Probably there
I'm
will
like,
be more.
We've
but
already
like,
seen Sakura
Yeah.
show up and handle like the meta itself
Yeah.
too. So like
Yeah.
you can know Sakura's going to do that. Like
Mhm.
I said, I've been playing testing Alice just to see if it can counter AOT just strictly on like you get like Charlotte's assist. You have the 0 green backup, which both are working wonders with the deck. You have like the 2K backup on its own. Like there's a lot of strengths that I think go missed with a lot of the side sets just because they don't seem as strong as like other things. I'm still adamant that Alicization is shit, but
I think
comparatively, it's shit to me. But
I think if we see a set 2 that brings a level 1 package as relevant, I can easily see Alicization.
It's
not
really
only,
weird because like the level 1 game is still very good.
Yeah.
It's just if you compare it
It's not
to
good.
ReZero,
Don't lie.
you compare it to Aaron, you compare it to Goblin Slayer. It's
Every
shit.
other level 1.
It's
Yeah.
shit. Like it's just
Yeah.
it sits at a 5K and gets up to a 6K as just the Yu-Gi-Oh.
I would rather play Fates level 1.
And like the other one is the reverse, and it doesn't get higher than 6.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, they just don't
I'd
get
still
big
rather
enough.
Aaron
play.
starts at 6. What am I supposed to do?
No, Aaron starts at 4-5.
Aaron starts at 4-5,
he
but
gets-
when he gets
come-
onto the
when
board,
he
he's
does
just like,
things,
I'm
yeah.
getting huge.
When he attacks, he
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
big.
yeah.
I just mean like, how am I supposed to like actually get over this?
Yeah.
Like, there's no way like Alice herself from like Alicization is gonna get over
Yeah.
Aaron at any point because there's no point where Aaron sits on the board as a 4/5
Yeah,
and
because he's
isn't
just
coming
bouncing
back to your
yeah.
hand.
Or
No.
if it's not bouncing back to your hand, it's like, I'm going to play Gear.
Or all these other decks.
Or you already had Alice on the board and he plays Aaron and goes, well, this is like a 9K. Fucking kill your dude.
or all your other 1-0 combos that do that same thing
Yeah,
get
they're
at
just-
least to being 8K. And so these wall decks that play 1/1s that are like 6-5 or 7-5 and they don't play backups,
Dude,
then it just kind of feels bad because your Yu-Gi-Oh is only 6K.
imagine Sword Art Alicization with Bunny Girl 1-0 Kaede. Nuts.
With standby or just gate?
Yeah, with a standby.
I don't want to see that.
Dude, that would be nuts.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see. Andrew, you want to know why I don't want to see that?
Because it'd be S tier.
No, because then you see a 3/2 Yu-Gi-Oh sitting on the board with the pants trigger that says, "Oh, when your opponent plays before your opponent plays climax, you pay 3, ditch the pants trigger, and you burn them that damage, and they can't deal you that." So if they start playing their early plays and try to kill your 3/2 Yu-Gi-Oh, you're just like,
Just
pay
busted.
3, ditch pants trigger. Oh, cool. Let me just say
sounds
no to
sick.
that
That
and
sounds
damage.
sick.
That,
Yeah.
yeah. right? See, that's
Yeah.
why I want that package in there. But
Yeah.
I have hopes for a Underworld set
Yeah,
for
I also do.
seasons 2 and 3 of
I don't-
Alicization.
I don't think we
I think
won't get it.
I think we'll see different characters. We won't just see Yu-Gi-Oh, Kirito, Alice.
Oh, no. I
We'll
think
see.
we'll-
Oh, did
We'll
we get
see
all the rest of the
We'll
knights?
see. We'll see
Ooh.
Sheeta. We'll see a new cool Bird-Cool. We'll get the fighter dude, the firefighting dude.
We'll definitely get more Alice. We'll,
I still
we'll
wanna make
still
the
definitely,
Uncle
I
deck.
think, get
get
more,
like we'll get new Asuna, probably maybe new Sinon.
Oh, dude, new Asuna. Yeah.
Yeah.
more
Nice,
Kirito.
nice.
Yeah.
More Sinon.
Maybe we'll get
All
the
your
best.
favorite characters.
We'll get the
except
best.
for
We'll get the
Klein.
best character from. I was gonna say from Sao Klein. He'll
Hey,
be on more than one card. From
He's on.
Alice.
He's on one of my cards, not in the name, on it though.
Dude, he shows up. He shows up when you need him.
He definitely represents. But
Yeah, dude. Do you not remember that episode where he helped Kirito out?
dude, he's always. What are you talking about? He's always helping me out.
Yeah. Did you not see the Kirito's
His
always
words,
right
his
foundation?
statements, his actions, they all mean something. What is
So
it red? I'll find out.
So, how do you guys feel about the B tier? Like, obviously, outside of Fujimi Bunko, because we have no clue how it's going to do. We kind of have an idea of what the deck's going to be.
What are you talking? I wasn't done with the A tier.
And if you still want to go about A tier, like,
Sword Art. Sword Art is
Sword
one
Art
of the.
does not deserve there.
you don't think Sword Art
I think
deserves A
Sword
tier?
Art. I think Sword Art deserves.
S.
I think Sword Art either goes up to being S or high A,
You
Ooh.
just got your Musashi burner.
which is really nice.
Huge.
Yeah.
Nuts. You got a new optional 2-1 that has Klein in the background. Look at it.
I mean, hey,
that's really good.
It's a really.
really good
Mill
card.
11
That's
is
really
now a deck.
Yeah, Mill 11 actually became relevant because it has a Musashi burn.
Yeah.
Also,
What the fuck's Mill 11?
The 3/2
Mother's Rosario combo.
Mother's Rosario 3/2
Okay.
Asuna combo. You mill the top
Two
11 cards.
comboing off the same card. I haven't seen that since Love Live. Original.
Yeah. Dude,
Hype.
that deck is surprisingly consistent. I own the deck and I played it at a regionals.
Yeah.
And-
When can I make my 3/2 tree playable?
Yeah.
Oh,
In-
Blasted Tree?
Yeah.
Or no, not Blasted
World
Tree.
tree or whatever?
Yeah.
World Tree.
Yeah.
The White World Tree or whatever?
Not yet.
Dude,
but
we could build it. Like,
I mean, yeah, we could still theory craft it some more.
I still
have most of the
I have an
pieces,
idea of a
but-
green yellow build.
yeah.
But again, with Sword Art, yeah, it doesn't have the best end game, right?
No.
And it's not gonna
Its end game is
objectively,
very-
it's not gonna objectively fight your meta effectively.
Yeah.
But it says I have every other card in the game that says I do extremely powerful effects.
You have stock swap with Yui.
It's
Yeah.
really toolbox.
You have 2/1 Sword Graham now as a playable card.
Well, that's for Alicization, but
You could still play it in Mill 11 if you don't play Shield.
I
Like,
mean, that's fair. But
yeah.
I'm playing Shield. Don't
yeah.
worry.
Oh yeah, no. If you're not trying
It's
Shield
okay.
out,
I'm not
you should-
playing. I'm not playing Sword Graham in my Alicization
But
deck.
so like
Yeah.
you have opposition by the shield.
Mhm.
It's just a really good anti-damage counter. You have early play 2/1 Elizabeth heals to stock, huge because it's a deck that is kind of hungry towards the end game.
Mhm.
Now you have the 2/1 that says I'm going to start charging your stock at level 2.
You can still play Zekin.
Well, yeah, you
and,
still
Last
have
still play
Zekin,
Zekin.
which is objectively one of the
Best old combos.
best old combos. It is comparable, I'd say, in terms of power to Aaron.
Yeah.
Because it's effectively helping your hand. I get that Aaron has
It says
the
Search
playability
2.
gear, but yeah, it says Search,
Search
2.
2's nuts.
We haven't seen it. Again, because they knew they made a mistake. You have Sister Fonda
It's
Brother
why.
Lifa.
It's why Alice sucks.
Yeah.
Nuts. Sister Fonda Brother Lifa makes one of your backups the best backup in the game.
makes Vice Commander
oh my god.
makes Vice Commander even more broken than it already is.
split 2K plus 1,000. Hype.
If you play if you're playing if you're playing blue endgame with
Still got
standby
Xenon.
switch, if you're playing a switch combo, you can play the Brainstormer Kirito that gives 500. Hey, now that backup's a 3/5 backup.
Yeah. Well, no. So you still have you can do the switch with attack and waves. You still can play the Asuna even without the attack and waves because that card is just really good and can help you get rid of things on the board that you don't want to see.
Yeah.
On top of that, you have 3/2 Xenon, which has been seeing a lot of play as a 1 or a 2 of, but it's still a really effective card if you're counting your deck and you're doing everything.
If you're playing blue, mainly blue.
At a regionals level play, that 3/2 Xenon, it can change the game. It can change the tide of you saying, "Hey, I'm a little bit further behind on level 2," to saying, "Hey, I just took you aggressively into level 3." So Sword Art having all of those pieces, it needs to be an S tier because you can literally that deck is the deck of I want to build something, pick. You have all the cards.
It's
Yeah,
the biggest
you can
toolbox
check
deck, man.
you can check so many decks with Sword Art.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
It's the biggest toolbox set right now.
And you can even play Standby in that deck, and
Exactly.
Standby is still so good in Sword Art, including with Vice Commander and Sister Fonda Lifa. You're building walls just as well as Goblin Slayer, and just as well as like Fate. Sometimes like it's crazy what you can do with that deck, and people have represented it, but it still hasn't gotten the significant representation, obviously.
I think it sees a good amount of representation, and I think that it converts into like top 8s well.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But it's
Which-
just when you get to top 8, it's just like
yeah, it starts to feel bad in top 8. That's where it starts to lack. It's one of those decks where if you're wanting to top or you're wanting to have the ability to say, hey, I have a little bit of something for every deck, you're there. But once you get into top 8s, a lot of the times I feel like that's where Sword Art starts to fall off. But since it has that consistency in its conversion, that's where we're at. That's why I think it needs to be an S tier because it's going to get you there.
Yep. Yeah, other than that, I think we can talk about
Bunny
Are we
Girl
gonna
just gonna
be-
sit there.
We're going to be.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
we gotta be now.
Bunny Girl's just going to sit at the end of A because it doesn't have any. It doesn't have any
Any showings
battle
yet.
scars yet.
Yeah. I think it has the tools to like
Oh, yeah.
mess some people up. Playing that great performance 3-2 is really
My
good.
favorite
It sucks
card.
to be you, huh?
My
Yeah.
favorite card.
Yeah, if you didn't see the stream today, guys, James kind of messed me up. I was playing that card as like a main like early drop for 3,
He
and
got fucked up by Excel World by that day.
What happened?
he was playing Dual Flight, and he kept bouncing it back
Ooh.
into my hand.
Nut.
And
It
Nut.
was
Social distancing. Hype.
we had this really weird turn where like on at my level 2 I went cool clock 3-2 3-2 3-2 because I had like 7-8 stock and I went draw and then on my turn 2 he he went to kill one. I bounced it because it dropped to the waiting room because it says
Yeah.
save one dude, give him 4,500 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I played the one thing and then went climax combo, 1,500s, bounce your great performance, and now I'm not forced to attack it.
Nice.
Yeah. And he did that twice on me.
He played it the next turn, and I went climax.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Dude, that top deck hype.
Yeah.
I was holding
Go.
two.
We're going to B, right?
Yeah, we can go
Okay.
to B.
Yeah.
So we can't count Fujimi Bunko to really like place anywhere. We have an idea of how it's gonna work.
I want it to be mid to end B, just because it's another one of those wall decks, but I don't feel it does walling as effective because your cornerstone is an event.
Yeah.
I mean, your cornerstone's also a 2/2 that's supposed to get really big.
You're also playing 8 standby.
Which is
And-
also the reason it's as high as it is in B right now, is because of how much some of the people inside of our 7 people think about standby itself.
So, standby is really cool. It's really strong,
it's super strong.
but at the same time, standbys also have the backlash of saying, when I play this as a climax on board, I'm
does
effectively doing nothing other than getting another card on the board.
Yeah.
Where's my extra damage? I need the extra damage.
Yeah.
Some decks it matters.
And that's why I think the standby gate combo will be better for that deck.
Yeah.
Honestly, in our meta. 8 standby is really good in JP meta because there's a lot of the game's a lot slower there.
Yeah, you want to
Oh,
wall
man, I
out.
wish it.
Yeah.
I wish that was the way our game worked.
If we get a couple sets, it does
You
change
want to
to
have
that.
fun? No.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna change when Overlord comes out, and nobody's leaving level 2 versus me.
Oh my god.
No, you're not leaving level 2.
Yeah. Nobody's making me leave level 2.
Oh, you'll be on.
No, I won't.
Don't worry.
I'm gonna swing for 1, and I'm gonna gain 3 life.
So, James,
Yeah.
we're gonna open up a TDSP for Overlord.
Oh, the
I want my
Albedo.
$300.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Albedo SP from the trial deck is very expensive.
Yeah.
It's just because
You can get rid of it. I don't care. It looks real cool.
He just
No.
wants to see it.
I want to see it, and then I'll get rid of it.
I just want it. It
okay.
looks so fucking
We can
cool.
talk about it. Don't worry.
So Persona 5. I like Persona 5 in high B.
I
It needs to be
understand.
mid B.
I understand how the cat bus works. That's it. That's the
It
only
sucks.
deck I understand.
That deck can be very aggressive.
I also understand
depending on
that
the
Joker's a
combos.
very good deck. That's the other thing I
Well,
understand.
Joker's in every build.
Yeah, Joker is played
you're
in every
playing-
build.
If you're
Nice.
playing a meta deck.
Yeah.
The thing with Persona 5.
Yeah, if you're not playing Joker and if your Joker burns aren't online, Joker becomes an inherently worse card. So it all depends on how your deck is looking like when you're going to use your Joker burns.
So it's not just that for me. It's Joker's very susceptible to a lot of things that are in the meta right now.
And
So
anti-damage.
it gets moved back.
It's
Well,
fucked by
not just
Locker Horizon.
anti-damage. Anything that says like bounce a card right now, nuts.
Man, it's gonna get
Goblin
fucked by
Slayer.
JoJo's.
Goblin Slayer says, "Hey, you're playing Persona 5. Not anymore.
I have 3/3 event. I have
I have a 3. I have Scroll a Gate. Bam, bounce one of your things. You no
I
longer
don't
get
even
your
play
effect.
that card.
and that's where P5 players just need to learn the matchups. It's here. It's obviously here in B tier, but it can get higher.
Now, hear me out. I think it needs to be lower, specifically because a lot of the set's aging. It does show its age.
Yeah.
And on top of that, Persona 5 is one of those decks where a rules change, a simple rules change, as demonstrated by one person that actually we used to play with, Barrett. He used to play the deck the way that the rules originally stated, which was on side attacks. What's her name?
Futaba.
My Futaba can pay 1, ditch a climax, cancel your damage. They changed that ruling, so it has to be a frontal attack, even though the card reads that it should be a side attack. They changed it in Japanese meta. He got it off in one tournament, and literally that one action changed the game to him getting a win. So with that action and that interaction being changed, even though the card reads that it should be even on side attacks,
On attack, yeah.
I have to place it lower because you no longer get the presence of having a great back row that keeps your stuff alive, that empowers your Joker. So with that, you just get to play 2/1s, which are still good, but it's not giving you anything that counters
That back
damage,
row does
stops
seem
damage,
nuts.
does anything.
Yeah.
That backwards seems
Yeah,
nuts.
it's
It seems
good.
like it
It's-
seems nuts
you
on
know-
the level of
you know-
the
You know what's funny? That combo is also with a pants trigger.
Yeah, it's with a pants trigger. It's with a pants trigger.
That
You hold
so
it in
that seems
hand.
nuts on the same level as the way I think not Saber, but it came out with the Saber set. The fucking what's his name?
Gilgamesh.
Yeah, his combo works.
Where you send Aya from hand to.
You send a climax combo,
Mhm.
and then you
You
put a
kick their-
climax. Ah, fuck your climax.
Yeah.
You don't get the combo.
Yeah.
Like I think that's really good too.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody plays that. I don't know how the Saber build actually gets played, but like I think that card's nuts,
No.
especially for combo oriented decks like Konosuba.
I wouldn't
Aaron.
say Konosuba as much. Aaron's a lot more Konosuba.
You wouldn't be able to do it to Konosuba because their abilities will go off first.
Okay, so
Yep.
like Konosuba.
Wait, no, maybe. It depends on the wording on 3-2 Gilgamesh. If it's beginning a climax phase,
I believe it's
or
when the climax enters their climax.
Okay, then it gets around Konosuba because Konosuba is at the beginning of attacks. You do the thing.
Yes, beginning of
So,
attack.
I'm sure,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But like it gets rid of things like Goblin Slayer. You don't get to trigger off your priestesses. You don't like. There's a bunch of things that just rely on you having the climax,
Mocha.
and it just like, yeah, you just don't have it anymore.
It's gone.
And then if you just run like a other side, just good build, like you can just get away with it because like you don't that doesn't combo on your turn.
Dude,
You just-
only if we get Haruhi set too.
Like,
Or
it's just
the power up set.
Yeah.
Dude, it would actually be probably B tier
Yeah.
for English.
Um,
instead
Because
of bottom of D, middle
because
of
we
D.
don't have a limitation on the 2-0 event. That's the only reason.
Will it get limited? Is it limited in JP?
In
It's
JP.
limited to
JP.
one. Because the 2-0 event says
You can pick
back
it up.
up that climax in your hand.
You can pick up
Is
the
that in the
2-0.
set? Is that in the?
Yeah,
power-up
that's
set?
Yeah.
in the first set
Why hasn't nobody played that? That seems nuts too.
because the rest of the set's bad.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I mean, you get a semi heal loop, but that's not gonna out heal a lot of things right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
It's niche. It's cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's very
yeah.
niche. I know someone who has a deck. He loves the deck thoroughly. I love the deck thoroughly.
It's just not
But
good enough.
It's
what about
not there.
GGO?
GGO needs to be above Persona and Bunko, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
I think GGO is the closest to getting into A tier, honestly, out of these decks that I'm seeing in B tier.
GGO got knocked out of A tier because Bunny Girl Senpai's the thing.
And then you're gonna
Also, you have Slime coming.
Slam will be an A tier. That
Yeah.
deck can easily combo off of 6 stock.
We'll get to like in 6 months. We'll get to do this again. 'Cause
Yeah.
We'll have Slime. We'll have Bunko actually having results. JoJo having results. Bunny Girl might get results. We'll see if anybody
Eh.
plays it. Might
Dude, I already got the deck. What are you talking about?
Nazarick.
Dude,
or Overlord
if
or
I have
whatever.
nothing better to do, I'll just play that deck, or I'll borrow Connor's deck and play that deck. It's just
We'll get
whatever.
Adventure
You
Time.
can both borrow my decks.
We'll get Adventure Time and it can move out of F tier, the undisclosed tier.
Got him.
Dude,
next,
we'll get
next to a
dude,
second JoJo build.
dude, we'll get Tam into top 8. Let's go with Adventure Time.
Hey, Tam, hype.
As far as I know, like I don't know. I know the level 3 combo for GGO, and I understand that like it like soft counters AOT a little bit.
It checks.
That's what I know.
It does.
I know the 3-2 combo
it does
says
a
play
lot of-
3-2 to play a 3-2.
It says it does a lot of relevant things.
Mm.
Someone says, "Hey, I'm playing a wall deck, like Fate." GGO just says, "Hey, I'm gonna play some of these like cool cards I have," and then it's gonna like just shred one of your walls down. It's like, "Hey, I'm gonna play this card, minus 4,000 power, or actually it's like 6. I'm gonna play this card."
-2, then
Minus 6.
-4.
Yeah, it's minus 2,000, minus 4,000. Hey, I got 2 of them on board. That's minus 12,000. Congrats.
Nice.
Yep.
If you don't have the back row, it's dead.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
That's cool.
So-
What about Kantai? Because I have no clue what Kantai
I like
does.
Contai
don't-
where
We
it's
talked
at.
about
be
this
there.
before the podcast where
The only
I have
reason
no clue what Abyss Fleet.
The only
Abyss
reason
Fleet's
why I think Kantai is still relevant in B tier is because you have different builds you can play, and the build that I think is really, really good is the Climaxless level 3 combo where you play Musashi Burners and you play just level 3s that just burn your opponent out of the game. You play so many burners, and even the level 3 combo still works. Like, it's still a good combo. But you want to play Musashis and Climaxless level 3 because they do better value, honestly. I think it's still relevant. I don't think people have, like, people haven't, like, played it because, honestly, there's better decks that could do, obviously, the better thing on it.
and there's not as much of as a license for it
yeah,
too. So like
but-
there's nothing
yeah.
super grabbing people.
Yeah. And honestly, some of the cards at level 1 and 0 in that deck are nuts.
Yeah.
You get to do like what?
Akatsuki.
Yeah, you get to do what like Sword Art likes to do, and you're like, oh, you were gonna get over my level 1? Not anymore, man. I just gave it like 6,000 power out of nowhere. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, but the art looks all the same.
Yeah, I know art wise. I'm saying deck wise. Deck wise, the deck can do it. I just think people haven't really given it a
Dan was
chance.
complaining about that last night.
Yeah, I saw the messages. I saw
There were literally 3 cards that have the same art.
that look the same art. They're just
Put
in
'em all
like
in the same
they're
deck.
slightly different positions in the arms and stuff, and it's just like, okay, cool.
Tim's like, this is the same fucking card.
This is stupid as shit. I mean, what?
Like because like what he was trying to do was try and do like pull up cards and like do all that. It's just like, how am I supposed to know which fucking card am I supposed to pull up? I don't play this kid. He's like, because he doesn't play Weiss Schwarz.
Yeah.
But like he's trying to edit he's editing some of the videos. So like he's looking through all this and it's just like, it's like Sergeant whatever.
First
Super
box.
long
Akio or
name.
something.
Yeah.
And it's just like there's a level 0, level 1, and a level 3 that have the exact same art, and just some of them are slightly zoomed in or zoomed out.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the only thing different between them and their names.
Yeah.
I gotta read it.
And that may be rights issues because it is a mobile game, so
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
hard to get some
It's hard
rights.
to like actually get the
So
art.
they get one image and they have to work with it.
They have to work with
But
us.
honestly, I think the deck is good enough.
Yeah.
People just need to play it a little more, test it with all these new other decks because maybe it'll go up in the ratings because maybe it has a really good counter against Fate or something, or maybe it
playtesting
or
is the way cards get better.
or it like super messes up Goblin Slayer because it just gets big enough to outbeat Goblin Slayer at level 1. Like it could happen.
That's why I'm looking up a ruling right now.
Yeah. What ruling?
Or not a ruling, a wording.
Which one?
The -3 soul. I can't remember if it specifically states it does specifically state character. Okay, we're good.
Yep.
Yeah, no, Goblin Slayer. It's not a counter to Goblin Slayer. 'Cause
No, I'm
Goblin
saying
Slayer's
early
ass-
game.
I
I'm talking
pick
about
up
early.
torch.
I'm talking about early game. Early game it can mess up Goblin Slayer. I'm not sure about Priestess build. Maybe standby build it can mess it up. But that depends.
Yeah.
I think it loses against Priestess because Next Soul's a thing. But I think they play enough soul triggers and enough soul damage in that deck that you could do it. Honestly, I think you just need to try it out and see. I don't have the deck personally anymore, so I can't really play it against my.
I can personally
I
say
don't-
Correct.
I've never lost to an Abyssal Fleet deck.
Abyssal Fleet.
I
is
didn't
hype.
play when this game came. when this set came
Abyssal
out.
Fleet is high D.
No, Abyssal Fleet's hype. Sorry, but Kantai, in my opinion,
Yep.
needs to be bottom of B. Your effects are aging. There are pieces that are really good. There's a reason Akatsuki
such
is
an
called
ageist.
Akatsuki. There's a reason Akatsuki is called Akatsuki. I'm trying to help out here, but your back row that I can't remember the name of it. Your back row that says I can give -3 soul is becoming more and more irrelevant.
Oh, you don't play that, honestly.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that's why it's
Yeah.
becoming more and more irrelevant. Bismarck's okay at level 1. If you want to play the optimal level 3 combo, which is the burner, cool. I personally think the Musashi burn and the original green clock kick is really cool. I think that needs to see more play again because not only having the option to burn, but get consistent, always saying like, hey, this card just killed your card. Cool. I think that card needs to see more play. Because if you get that combo off and you're getting a 3 solid damage, that used to be what made Kantai an S tier deck back in the day when we were at Attack on Titan set 1 just coming
Yeah,
out.
Yeah.
there's
But
a
now
reason.
it's not aging well enough, and that's
Yeah.
why I want to see it at the bottom of B, because you have new sets that are coming and emerging. I don't believe there's any reason that SAO Alicization should be below Kantai because of the options it has. And for those reasons,
Dude,
Yeah, those
set
options
port.
did just
It's
fuck
gotta
you
go
up.
to the back.
Those options
Yeah.
did just fuck you up.
well, no, it's not just that. It's like you have Alicization, you might hate it, but it still has a lot of options.
There's a lot of weird.
It has a lot of
pieces.
options. It has a Brainstormer. Whoa, those are pretty cool. Kantai is like,
What's a
what are those?
brainstorm?
What's a brainstorm?
And dude,
I
set
have an
port.
Akatsuki. That's pretty new.
Wait. Oh, yeah, I do play the brainstormer.
Yeah.
I was
So-
like, there's a brainstormer? Fuck.
Yeah,
Am I not playing this?
Yeah, Kantai actually,
I swear to
Kantai
God.
doesn't have a brainstormer, but like,
it has Akatsuki.
yeah.
Yeah.
It has a Akatsuki. It has the back row that says when you play Climax, pay 1, look at top 4. So it has Sister Fauna Lifa, or Sister Fauna Brother Lifa, which is technically your Brainstormer in that deck.
not good enough.
Yeah, it's
not what you want.
Well, I think it's good enough. You build enough stock in Kantai that like you can pay for these effects and not really care.
Yeah, but a brainstormer is something that I want to be able to do during
Yeah,
my
but
main phase, so I can deliberate on my play more rather than like have it more as a reactionary.
But
thing, me
honestly,
going
if
next
Kantai
turn.
gets a brainstormer, it becomes too good. Honestly, in my opinion,
No.
that's it. It does. It
It's
has
level
too much.
3 is not strong enough, sir. Come on.
They're strong enough.
Let's
Trust
get
me.
on to Apocalypse.
All right,
Apocrypha.
Apocalypse. I love
Yeah,
Apocalypse.
Dude, I love
we're in
Apocalypto.
Apocrypha.
I have nothing. I have nothing about Apocrypha.
I think it's fine
I've
where
seen
it's
the
at.
show.
I think
I could see at the top of B. It has a lot of really good options. It can do consistent damage. Fafnir the Dragon's in the set. What's there to hate?
you could play two different decks honestly in Apocrypha, and both decks are actually really good.
I'd like to state Fafnir the Dragon's in both decks.
Yeah, that card is nuts, dude. You even play it in Siegfried memes.
See?
Yeah, that
Three
card.
decks.
that card is really good, including that it also in this meta where it just says I leave the board.
If anyone wants to make me a custom art Fafnir as Flammy from Trials of Mana, hit me up.
Okay, so you guys kind of like it where it is, or should we
it could be
I
higher.
think it needs to be stronger.
It could be higher. Playing
Or higher,
Sieg,
yeah,
playing
that would
Sieg 3/2 combo that also combos with the 1/0 Berserker combo is nuts.
Mordred's also really strong.
And Mordred is really strong itself with its combo of playing level 1 Mordred combo and playing level 3 Mordred combo. Honestly,
See-
you play either or deck and you could mess some people up with that deck. That deck can deal damage. It can grab dudes if you need it to grab dudes. You can save a good amount of dudes. You can even early play some stuff for less cost than it is with the 3/2 ruler that says just choose a cost 1 from your hand and play the dude. So you can even play like your 2/1 Mordred that's a promo that gets big.
You have a hexproof brainstormer. That's
yeah.
pretty neat.
Yeah, you got a
It
hex
doesn't
proof.
do anything, but it's pretty neat.
Hey, dude, there's some of those decks that can like target the back row.
Well, yeah, I guess wind. It
Yeah.
does affect your wind.
Yeah, you get to keep a dude on board. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's stronger than where we all put it. I think
Okay,
it needs
so
to be
I saved
top
that
of
image
B.
so that we can go back to this later. Okay, so let's fix this up a little bit.
Whoa.
Well, I'm just like we'll fix what we're
we
doing.
didn't talk about Gurren Lagann.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay.
We'll get there. So, what did you guys want to move up to S tier?
Bang Dream.
Bang Dream for sure.
Bang Dream for sure.
ReZero.
If you're not
Do
agreeing
it.
with it, we don't have to.
I think ReZero can be high of A, but like any going
Fader-
where-
It's
Which
higher
one?
than
Which
Fate.
which one spot?
It's higher than Fate.
it's higher than
It's
Fate
higher than
because
Fate,
it can
okay.
it can more consistently get through its deck.
Goblin Slayer Fate.
No, Fate's stronger.
Fate
Oh,
is
yeah.
stronger than
Goblin Slayer SAO.
SAO needs to be right behind ReZero.
Yes.
Okay.
SAO can filter its deck faster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love Life
Love Live.
Sunshine.
I'm gonna put.
I think it can go higher than Fate
It-
because
it's
aggressive play is more supported in
It's-
in our meta.
Yes, it's more supported and it gets around all the wall decks.
Yeah, so
I
do that.
think it needs to be even possibly above Sword Art.
Yeah.
Above Sword Art.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
your end game is just literally your end game says I'm gonna early play it and then I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah. They get big. They
Okay,
get
Bunny Girl.
Bunny Crow
Bunny
can say
Girl's
what's
right
at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fujimi.
Down.
It needs to go in the
Top of
middle
C.
if no
Let's put it right here for right now.
yeah.
Top C.
P5 or GGO?
Right before Gurren Lagann.
P5 or GGO?
Right, P5 right before Gurren Lagann.
Okay, so we'll do that. GGO or Kantai?
Kantai
can
right
go
after
lower.
P5.
Sure. Are you okay with this?
100%.
Oliver?
I think Kantai can mess up P5 better though.
Yeah, but P5 has better matchups in the top
It,
in the,
it
in the upper
does.
echelons.
It does, but Kantai can play against other matchups as well. So like it's just saying either or. I think we can leave them as is, but they
yeah,
can
yeah, they're
stay.
good there.
Well, they're technically on the same
Apocrypha,
level
GGO.
because
GGO.
Apocrypha-
GGO.
yeah, GGO
Yeah, that's
has
fine
more
right there.
consistency.
Card Captor.
We haven't talked about Card Captor, so we can talk about it. I just
Card
wanted to catch
Captor's
this
a
up.
cute set.
It's a cute set.
Okay.
It has effects like no other.
That is very true.
Card Captor is really cool.
It is like one of the only sets
It gets
that
to do,
like combos in itself
Yep.
through all colors.
it can do a lot of things. I don't think it's consistent enough. I
Yeah,
think it
that's why
can
we're
go
putting-
low
Where would
B.
you low B?
I think it
What
can
are
go.
we thinking?
I think we put it right after Sword Art. You flip those two.
So
Yeah.
just flip it right here.
Yeah.
Or sort of Alicization. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
fair. We'll post pictures in the Discord.
There'll be a
Check us
there'll be
out
a
on
bunch of
Discord.
pictures. Hopefully somebody puts them up on the podcast as well. No, I'm getting a head shake from the guy sitting next to our producer.
Love you, Tim.
Yeah, I'll have the notes and the stuff for you, Tim. Don't worry. Okay, and then we haven't talked about Gurren Lagann yet.
Yep. So we can talk about Gurren Lagann.
we're
Andrew, you
gonna
and
try
I
and
have both played the deck. But
We're gonna
we
try and
haven't
speed
played-
through
Wait, which
C and D
deck?
as well.
Yeah, we haven't played the optimal decks.
No,
but
I played the optimal deck.
You played.
My roommate owns it.
Yeah, I know he owns it.
Yeah,
But-
I've also played it.
Oh. I think
Also, I
it's
don't think it's the optimal deck. Is the sad part.
yeah. I think it's cool. It does cool things. It just gets messed up by stock swap so easily, and
Okay.
so many high tier decks play stock swap in order to counter it.
Exactly. So you have that. Good things going for Gurren Lagann is you have Nia, really, really strong, really good card. Because it's
You have
just
Buddha.
pay stock 2 clock, got him.
You have Buddha,
You have Bunta and you have Rossiu.
Rossiel.
Awful person.
Yeah, worst character in
Watch
the
the
show.
show.
Yeah,
Awful.
yeah. Two cards that are really good for that deck
Let's
and what it's
charge
wanted.
stock. Yeah, that's what
Because
they say.
your level 1 game isn't big. Your level 0 and your level 3 and 2 games are your biggest parts.
Your Kamina gets to where he needs to be.
Yeah, Kamina is where you're gonna go to, and after Kamina, you play Rosios.
So you have your Kamina combo. That's what a lot of people are playing, and they move it into your 3/2 Simone, and then you get essentially your larger Xenon. That combo is really cool. That deck's really fun. It charges stock like none other. Awful. But the downfalls of the deck is stock swap is deadly against it.
And so many
And
high tier
also-
decks play stock swap.
Stock swap, and then you also have the pitfalls of missing a couple pieces of tech that you really want, and then also having to diversify your deck so much leads to inconsistencies. The deck that I think is honestly the meta deck, and that's why it's the picture, is
Tengen Toppa.
yeah, dude, hit him up with the
Give him the
Tengen
dagger
Toppa.
and-
Dude,
to get that
5
dagger.
attacks
Dude,
that
but-
just go through.
But on top of the Tengen Toppa, you switch out Kamina, and then you get the mechs in.
Yeah.
Ooh, big
Yeah.
hype.
You could easily play Gurren Lagann 1-0 combo, the 2 soul, stock soul, and
Yeah.
you play like mono red as your main color, and then you tech in either blue, or you either tech in green, or you tech in yellow.
Yeah.
That's up to you, honestly.
Or both.
Or both.
You can do
To-
both.
It's
Better
just
to
a
choose
little.
one.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
then you're
bet-
going back to inconsistency.
So where are we
land.
thinking? Are we thinking it's right where we have it right
It's-
now?
it's-
I
where it
think
needs to be.
it can
Okay.
it can stay where it's at.
It's-
honestly.
Okay, so
N to B, no, not.
So we're getting to C. Well, let's try to speed C and D up, or we're getting a while
Diva
in
at the
here.
top. No,
Diva
no,
at
no,
the
no,
top.
I'm joking.
No,
I'm joking.
no.
A cell
So
world
we'll
at the
start
top.
with the review.
Actually, wait.
Let's go down the line. of
we
review.
have a tier change that we need to make first.
Okay.
TLR N to B.
TLR can still.
TLR needs to be at the
So
N to B.
TLR
I'm
has the
down
innate,
if you guys want it.
TLR has the innate ability to keep cards in hand and somehow keep a board even in this day.
And shit out damage.
It can still
I've
do
never
this.
seen a single TLR deck, so
Imagine this. You're playing against someone.
Yeah.
You're doing really good.
yeah.
You're at 2/6, but they just hit level 3. It's
Okay,
their turn. Okay. They throw down 3 of their 3/2s.
Yeah, yeah.
Yami, right?
Yummy, yeah.
Yeah. They threw down
Yeah.
3
She's the-
Yamis, right?
she's
That
the one-
picture
yeah,
right there.
Yeah.
Right? And then they're just like,
This is
all
actually
right,
set up,
climax combo. Everyone has. Is it on?
When they attack.
when they attack, burn 2.
No,
2
on
instances,
on,
1.
No, on attack, give cancel burn 1 to
Two things.
two things. So if you're at 2/6, they're gonna do it 1, 2, 3, or if you're close to dead, they all stack it on the end one to make sure you die. So they
Can we
swing.
just move this all the way up here, please?
There's a reason it used to be.
There's a
S tier.
reason why Connor took it to a regionals and got first at that regionals. That deck,
Does he have this deck? I want this deck.
No, he sold it.
Damn
it.
it.
I think
That
Ethan
sounds
has that
I
deck.
sick.
used to have it. Yes,
Yeah.
Ethan has it.
That sounds sick.
I gotta buy
And
it.
also, like I said, has the innate ability of just keeping hand.
Dude, I'm down.
Now-
Keep it in B.
The problem that you get into is your level 1 game has fallen off, and
Yeah.
you don't have the tools to keep consistent with the rest of the decks in the meta.
I'll figure it out.
And it
I'm
actually
a
doesn't
genius.
get as big as you think on your turn, sadly.
Yeah,
But you
Sits
don't
at like
re-
a 12K.
but you don't really
not
need that when you play Wind Gold Bar.
the weirdest.
Or no, it's
combination
it's burn
Right.
gold bar. Burn gold bar, right?
Depending on build.
Yeah.
But you play gold bar and you play burn. Yeah.
Yeah.
for the
So
main part.
because
That's-
then you
those are
hit
the
it,
oddest
you hit
combinations of
burn
things.
trigger on your level 3 game. You're like, that's cool. I gave it to itself and another character. It has 2 instances of burn one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Okay, so Review Starlight. Where are we putting this?
I think I like it in C tier.
I think a Cell World's right above it.
Yeah. I like it
Okay,
in
so
C
we'll put
tier.
Excel World first.
A Cell
Um,
World, really cool deck. We need Bunny Girl set 2 to get the better combo though.
Yeah.
Saber. Saber and Fate.
Saber needs to be in B.
Saber
I
needs
don't
to be
even
in B?
know what Saber does.
Fate has enough options to make it in B. I'd put it right there.
Where is To Love Ru going right here, or should it go higher?
Televeru could honestly go in front of Gurren Lagann.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm actually hella interested in this deck.
Yeah, really good.
No Game, No Love.
No Game, No Life. Probably move it down a little bit and see.
Yeah.
Let's put it right here for right now.
It
I'll just keep
has the
everything behind
same
it.
thing as Gurren Lagann, where stock swap just messes it up.
JoJo's also goes at the end. And that's the reason I say that JoJo's goes at the end of C is because the deck doesn't know what it wants to be.
It has no showings. It has nothing.
It does a lot of things, but at the same time, you put all those things in the deck, and then the direction is lost. And if you don't put all those things in the deck, you can't really do a lot of things against a lot of matchups.
Yeah.
So I think without having that direction of where it wants to go, it needs to be at the end of the tier list.
Yeah.
For C.
If you don't have a goal in your end game, then it kind of sucks. It just hits itself.
Original Love Live.
Original Love Live?
I think it's fine. I think it's fine where it's at.
Yeah.
Third place on C tier.
Being able to have 3 combos with the same card, nuts.
We are a single light. Even just
Strong.
playing what's it called Nico Waifu.
Never holds up. to-
Also, it brought in relevance of deck flipping.
Yep.
I'll give
Deck
it points for that.
That deck can get through itself
You,
quick.
sir, do you have a waiting room? Say yes.
Yes.
Now pick a climax.
Oh, is that the one where
Shuffle the rest in your deck.
Yeah, that's where it first came.
That's
Yeah.
where it first came from.
Batman Ninja? Just want me to stick it all the way down.
Love you, Kyle.
Um,
No, I'd put it.
it's got cool things.
I put it right behind Love Live for the pure reason that I'm more excited about playing 3 combos off the same climax than I am about anything in Batman Ninja.
Yeah, Batman is cool.
Yeah, I get
it's
that.
If you like Batman, go for it. There's a lot of cool stuff. Check out the deck tech that Kyle did. Wink.
yeah,
But I just don't think it does enough for the price of making it effective.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Your 3/2, really cool. Pay 3 though.
you could.
Not where I want to be.
Yeah, you got other cards.
Other restanders do it for a lot cheaper.
Sinon is pay 1 ditch 2.
Nisekoi.
Nisekoi
Is a very consistent.
Oh, by
deck.
the way, you forgot to say without a climax combo.
I wanted to move Nisekoi about right here.
No. It's behind Batman.
For
Ninja.
Batman?
It's behind Batman. Ninja.
For Batman Ninja,
what?
without a climax combo. Yeah, you
For
have the.
What? Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Batman Ninja
yeah, without,
has to combo.
Yeah, with the Cena.
Sword Art. Sinon does
Yeah,
not.
no, yeah.
I wanted to move Nisekoi right behind the Excel World.
It's behind Batman Ninja. It
It's-
has tools. Don't get me wrong. It has tools. Pajama Party's really cool. You can heal loop it out. But at the same time, it's another one of those decks that's starting to show its wear and tear. Because all your things just say like, "Hey, I'm gonna burn you 1." It's like, "Oh, I'm gonna tickle you." Gotcha.
I'm just gonna poke you.
Yeah, it's like, "Oh, hey, dude, we're
It's-
we're trying to finish a game." Gotcha. You're it.
Yeah, it's not like your
It's-
Sword Art Alicization or your Bang
It's a
Dream
really
that says.
cool deck. I
Swing
love
for
the
threes.
deck. I want to
Different
build
one.
the deck as the next deck I get.
I
But
wanna
it's one
take
of
his
those
deck.
It's one of the decks that says,
Dude.
I'm gonna mix a little bit of heal with a little bit of burn. But while doing that, I'm losing my identity of do I want to finish the game
Or
do
do
I
I
wanna
just
heal?
want, or do I want to just stall the game out?
Yeah.
Honestly, you pick one or the other.
I put
Like
both in my
like
deck.
Rex, he plays 3/2 Kosaki that literally says on reverse search to, and he just tries to out condense you because he's sending pendants to memory and he's just doing all this stuff with it.
Mhm.
That's really cool, but it's dated.
Yeah.
Sadly, it's a cool deck. You can you can play it in a Springfest and still do really good.
This next one's one of my favorites.
Oh, which one?
Madoka Magica.
Sayaka's Wish. Ooh,
If
so
we get
cool.
the next set, maybe.
Busted. Not really. It
Then it
goes to
gets-
like A.
Yeah, it goes to A. It's a really cool
I think
deck.
Madoka, for what it has, is really good. You lose me on the level 1 combo. I'm not playing apples, dude. I'm not playing apples, okay?
It's hard to
Apple-
play a level 1 combo in that deck.
Apples is like 2016 Vice at its best. Really cool, but then they made a thing called Soundless Voice, and then it's like, hey, you have walls? No, you don't.
Not like me.
Not like me.
So
and
right
then
here
they
behind
made these
Nisekoi.
cool cards that are like, hey, dude, Vice Commander Asuna is a thing? Whoa.
Madoka is
Right behind
actually
Nisekoi.
It's behind Diva.
it's even behind Diva.
Yeah. It's behind Diva.
Diva
and
Diva
CT.
is what made Madoka a hard deck to play.
Yeah.
Um,
Diva set 2 made everything change.
Diva
Got it.
is a set that if we
Once
get
Diva X.
if we get Diva X, it jumps 2 tiers. It literally goes to A tier, if not S tier, depending on how our meta is looking like.
Bushy Road.
Hey, I mean, they did list it on the Overlord thing, right?
Yeah,
I was saying that I'd buy an Overlord.
I know
if
you
we
don't
got
like
it.
extra boosters, but I got you.
But Bushy Road, if you want our game to be really good and balanced, you bring Diva X, and our meta actually balances itself out. To be honest, here,
It's true. And it introduces a new combo to English.
yeah, it
Like,
does.
what's that
And-
combo?
The 3-2 combo is really cool. It says you burn it during your encore step. Whoa.
Yeah, so cards that say you can't deal damage during your attack phase, or you can't deal auto abilities.
So what you're
during-
saying is it says do something for free.
No, it's
No,
pay
no,
one
no,
ditch
no.
climax. Pay
No,
one
I meant
You
ditch
like-
have to pay one ditch.
I mean, like it just
Busted.
means
Or
like
no,
there's nothing that
you play the
interacts
climax
with
pay
it.
one
you-
sack it, yeah.
and then you ditch a.
The only card that interacts with it would be fucking Log Horizon.
Yes.
Yes.
'Cause It says no burns.
No
Yes.
Which I honestly want to see more of that in English. Because then if we start to see that, Log Horizon might move into that C tier, James.
Well, here's the thing. I think Log Horizon's up here at B tier.
All right, you put that back down.
Okay, but yeah, Diva is really
little-
cool. You get to
You
play.
need your meds, man.
You get to play Soundless Voice, and Soundless Voice innately just condenses your deck naturally.
It
And
just
Diva,
says strong.
yeah, and Diva itself can actually flip its deck relatively well with the new stuff coming in. It can get through its deck relatively
I
quickly.
No, you're not even talking about the best card.
Oh, the 2-0 event.
No, the Climax Switcher.
Oh yeah, that
I've
card's.
been waiting for that card at level 0 for so long.
There's that.
No, I-
The 2-0 melt event. That card's
yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I was
dude,
trying to remember the card
the
that
2-0 events.
I'm gonna see if I can pull it up
Actually-
real quick.
Actually, if they bring Diva X to English, that's actually something I fear is that they change the 2-0 event because it's actually too strong.
Yeah.
Double
that card,
Akatsuki on an event that compresses.
Yeah, that
Is it this one? Let me see.
2-0
I
melt.
found the card. It's this one.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
really good art. I used to own one of those. I sold it.
So no, we
You're about 4 years late.
no. Me and Mike, when this set came out,
Yeah.
built an entire deck built around abusing this fucking card. We're looking at Hatsune Miku Breathe with You. That I just purely love the art on this card. The art's fucking sick.
Yeah.
But we were mainly using the abuse of stacking damage on top of their deck.
Mhm.
So you could just, I'll stack damage on top of your deck, and then your end game. Let's see if I
So
can.
you're trying to be Fairy Tale.
I have no clue what Fairy Tale does.
Do you see where it's at on the tier list?
I get where. So here's the thing. I understand why what I'm trying to do is not good. Have you seen the decks me and Mike built?
Yes.
They're not real decks.
Dude, have you seen the decks I've built? Those aren't real decks.
Let's see if I can figure it out.
Well,
We
actually,
played-
they're real decks because I play them at
No, you
regionals.
played
I mess
Blackjack
people up with
combo.
them.
Most likely.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Dude, blackjack combo still. I'm gonna be honest here. If you whip that out at a locals, you're the real winner.
Which
That-
one?
Yeah.
Which one's blackjack?
You
Fuck.
you kill one
I
person
wanna
with
read it one more
blackjack,
time.
and
It's-
everyone respects you
keep
for the
going.
night.
What?
Keep going. It's in rares. There you go. There's
Yeah.
2 arts for it.
But yeah, Diva.
Oh, you play action. That's right.
all
An
you
event.
Diva
It's
hopefuls.
uncommon.
If we get Diva X, pick up your Diva stuff because Diva stuff will go up.
Pay
It's
one
already up. What are you
brainstorm.
talking about?
It's up
Yep.
right now, but it will go higher.
Soundless Voice Climax is like $10 for a regular.
So we built
Yeah.
our entire deck around just like swamping stock to then just damage our opponent
Yeah.
by stacking damage on top of their deck.
I'm telling you, blackjack's it's the meme of the night, man.
Like I said,
It's a potent meme.
you kill one person with blackjack and you're the winner of the night.
You're the real winner.
But like
That
we
was-
worked so hard to make it because you just played a bunch of just like the same way you build like
Dude, he played
the
that at
same way you-
regionals.
the same way you build level 3 decks in a standby decks, which is just like nothing pre-level 2 costs anything. You don't pay for anything.
Yeah.
You want to slam that stock all the way up
Oh, yeah.
and then just go dump.
Yeah, no, honestly, if you want my real take, Diva goes above Nisekoi. That's me, though.
I mean, my real take is Goblin Slayer goes right behind Two Love Room.
No. No.
Okay, so let's get into D tier.
Whoa,
What?
whoa. We didn't move No Game No Life back to where it needs to be.
Oh, I thought you said you
No
wanted
Game
it
No
the
Life
back.
before Batman.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
It's still relevant. It can still do stuff.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, that standby combo, hot.
I like where the 8-win deck for JoJo's at. I think that's fine where it's at.
Way back in C tier.
Oh yeah.
Again, the deck doesn't know what it wants to do, and if it doesn't know what it wants to do, I'm not going to play it.
it's hard to play it.
Okay, so start of D tier. Log Horizon.
Hey James, you tell us about it.
Yeah.
Log Horizon is a very small set.
All right, that's enough.
Yep, that's it. That's
Um,
like actually it about Log
The
Horizon.
deck's cool. If we get its extra booster,
I'm sorry.
probably not. It goes up maybe into C tier because
High
yeah,
C.
it can
Good drink.
It will get better consistency cards and it can
I'm
actually
waiting
do
all day.
things.
I think the deck can do stuff right now.
Okay,
You.
hear me out.
Okay.
James.
Okay.
We'll give you like 50 minutes to talk about the solid.
50 minutes?
Yeah, dude, right after this.
Yeah.
Log Horizon is a really cool deck that says I'm gonna play one of 3 mid games. That's it. Its level 3 game is really cool, but good luck getting the stock for it while trying to maintain everything else. Go ahead.
I played a game where I dropped 3 Enchanter Shiros on Oliver and proceeded to block everything in a single turn at like 3/5. Enchanter Shiro, if you don't know what that card does,
You
is the damage scry. The scry's on frontal attack.
you want to tell me something that interests me?
Fucking when I beat your ass with Lock Horizon, you'll be interested.
You already did that. It doesn't.
Anytime.
Yeah.
My Lock Horizon deck
It's
has
cool.
only lost 1 game.
If it, like I said, if it gets extra booster, it goes up.
All right, I just realized our tier list is broken.
Why?
What the hell is IMAS doing in D?
What? I don't know.
Who all put it in low D? I think it's mid C, honestly.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
no IMAS.
Like that.
Yes?
Okay, we have a huge
Cinderella?
technical error. Yeah, Cinderella Girls is like high C, low B.
Okay, so let's go down the list. Larry put it at C, bottom C.
That's fair.
You put it at
C.
high C.
Good
Connor
drink.
put it at bottom C.
They're all wrong.
Rex
Rex put it at B.
put it
Bottom
at B.
B. He made
Kyle put it in D.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything about these sets, so it ended up in D.
oh my god, my heart.
Those
hurts.
two.
Oliver put it in C.
I put it in high C.
High C, dude. I'm telling you. Okay,
But here's the thing. You have to constantly, so the way you don't end up there is never get anything below a certain point.
first off,
So it got that 1D from me and that 1D from Kyle and ended up in D tier.
everyone's missing the most important card in the deck.
Okay?
And
I have no clue
care
I have
what-
no clue what the set
I don't-
does.
I don't care what build you're playing, but imagine this on a card.
Okay?
Card.
Okay, I'm imagining.
Okay, this card says it's a level 0.
Okay.
Rest 2 your characters, give 2,000. Not too exciting, right?
No, that's fine.
On play, pay 1, ditch a climax, grab a climax out of your waiting room.
Okay. Just a climax swap?
Yeah,
Yeah,
at
that's
level
pretty
0.
That's good.
When you play that.
When you
in-
play.
when you play that card in other decks, that card's really good.
That
very
card
good.
makes the deck.
My
you obviously
darling plays one.
Yeah, you obviously don't play it in Asterisk because Asterisk says I get my climax combo at level 3 for free if it's in waiting room.
Yeah.
Cool.
If you guys want, we can move it.
I think it's- I
this
think
is the
it's
composited
mid-C
number.
least.
Mid C, we'll put it where
Slap
everyone.
it right above no game.
Yeah.
Bam.
Sure.
Got it.
It's still got the consistency issues. It's got
I've
a
never seen the tab.
mono-
Didn't even know
mono
it
co-
existed.
Now-
monocolor blue Akatsuki.
Well, yeah, you play the blue build.
Yeah.
I don't know who you're talking about playing this asterisk stuff. Get out of here. But if you're playing the blue build, there's nothing better than attacking 5 times in a turn.
Just ask
Let's
Ernlog.
be honest, dude. 5 times in one turn, you're the winner.
Anastasia's a cool card, and sometimes you just play Anastasia and other level 3s that don't have a climax combo.
I mean,
And
you can play things other than Anastasia. You can play the
Well,
Ronco.
yeah.
I mean, that's a cool one. But I want to attack 5 times in a turn, Oliver.
Yeah.
Which, think about it. I can Ronco combo into Anastasia, into the card. I can't remember.
Minami.
My first star Minami. Into Anastasia. My first star Minami. I just did 6 attacks in one turn. Bam.
Yeah.
Hot take. Go ahead.
I don't know nothing about the set. So I'm letting
like
you
I
guys
said,
decide.
it's got a lot of cool things. It's just H.
I'm just gonna go ahead
really,
and log horizon.
No. Put that back down there.
I think it's low C
There's
if
a
you
reason
really
it's there,
want
you
it in
know it.
C.
You don't have the tools to get out of D.
Hey. Maybe if you guys beat me more often, I'd be inclined to change my opinion.
Dude, I'll
10 out of 10. That's my
beat
fault.
that ass.
10 out
Yeah,
of
what are
10.
you doing over here?
Hey, you lost too.
Were you playing Lock Horizon just
Yes. Oh no. When
Exactly.
you played your Sakura deck
Yeah.
now? Again,
on TTS.
I've played like that deck 3 times.
Hey,
Also,
It's
again, I was
8-1.
getting shit on.
my Lock Horizon deck is 8-1.
All right, we'll
Hey.
bring that down. But going on, we have
Haruhi.
Really good set if you want to
I
have
did-
dreams.
If you
I
want
have dreams. I was like, wait a second. You just said this set's bad.
Give us memory swing in English, please. Thank you. With that said, it definitely belongs where it's at.
Okay.
Moving
Ilya.
on. Ilya.
I think it needs to be bottom 3.
No. What?
Unless
While it might not have consistency pieces,
Hey,
that's
I
not
already-
what we're looking at. In D
I
tier.
already figured that Fairy Tail and Monogatari are gonna be the last 2 things in
Ilya,
this set.
Ilya, while it might not be one of the best sets, it still has one of the cards that says,
Actually,
if I get this off,
I'm-
you're dead.
I'm making a judgment call and just putting Fairy Tail last. Because Monogatari came out first, and there's no way Fairy Tail should be sitting down there at the bottom.
Are you talking about the show as last, or are you talking about the set?
I'm putting Fairy Tail behind Monogatari on this tier list.
As the show or the set?
The set. I don't give a fuck about Fairy Tail, the show, or Monogatari.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Monogatari is a good show.
I haven't seen Monogatari.
Monogatari is a better show, so it goes
Unless we
above
get-
Fairy Tail.
So the reason I put Fairy Tail, I'm putting Fairy Tail last, and I'm not letting you guys change me on this, is it came out way after Monogatari, and it's sitting down here being considered.
Wait, what are you
with
talking
it.
about? Monogatari got a second set. If anything, that's more deplorable. But I'll leave it there because it's a bad show. I didn't say that. Hot take.
If
I didn't know
Ilya
he got
gets
a second
its
set.
consistency pieces, it goes to being C, but like
Ilya?
yeah,
Ilya-
but like it stays in mid
Ilya-
to low D, dude.
Ilya needs to go at the head of D.
We're gonna put it right here,
No.
right behind Lock Horizon. I like that spot.
No, right ahead of Log
I'm
Horizon.
right behind Lock Horizon.
Dude,
I like that.
Against
He
any,
wants it lower. You
Against,
want it higher.
against any other deck.
So right now,
against-
between the 3 we've talked about, it's mid.
No. Against any
Andrew,
other
it's-
deck.
It's fine. It's fine.
Ilya says, I have the chance of just randomly killing you.
GGO says no, sir. You don't.
Okay, so kill or kill.
I like it lower.
Honestly, I think it's a little higher. Dude,
I played against Kevin's decks. I played against Mike's decks. I played even the 4 or the 5 council members deck.
it's right behind Ilya. That's where it goes.
No.
That's where it goes.
Is it
I
higher
think-
than Haruhi?
It's better than Haruhi.
Is it better than Haruhi?
It's not.
You know,
I like.
you
I
know
like
in your heart of
Haruhi-
hearts, it's better.
I like Haruhi better because it has more tech choices. Haruhi has more tech choices than Kill la Kill.
Please tell me what brainstorm options I have in Haruhi.
Tell me what brainstorm options I have in.
You have one. It's an aliens.
So not good either way.
Exactly.
But
They at least have a search brainstorm.
I don't care,
Dude, I'm telling you right now, we're gonna rock paper scissors it out.
No.
If I lose,
Roll a die.
No.
Rock, paper, scissors.
this one.
It's rock, paper, scissors.
How do? Oh, okay. If I win, it goes above Haruhi. If I lose, it can stay where it's at. There's
That
no way in
bid-
hell I'm putting it
Because
below
all
Disgaea.
it's doing is this, so who cares?
Oh, dude, I got
Paper, rock.
Oh, got him. Yes.
Kill or kill moves up 1 spot on our list.
Yeah.
Not worth
That's
it.
That's a victory right there.
That's not a word.
Okay, Disgaea.
It should be on the bottom.
Do you know where you put Fairy Tail?
It should go below that.
One above Fairy Tail. Got it.
Disgaea has one cool card. and that's the 3-2 prinny. Actually, is it 3-3?
So am I putting?
It's
it
a
below-
3-3
Where am I
pretty.
putting
It's a
it?
3-3 prinny.
Where am I putting it with these three?
Got below Fairy Tale.
Below Fairy Tale.
Okay.
By the way, Laharl is neat. That's it.
Okay.
Congrats,
Here we
you
go.
did it.
Angel Beats. Last one.
It's right where it needs to be. It
Okay.
has a cool
It's a-
card. It has Operation Tornado.
It has cool decks. It has a cool yellow deck.
Man, that deck used to be real good when it came out.
We can dream for the new JP set.
Key anniversary.
Yeah,
Dude, if they, I wish we can get that because I want to play Clan Ad so bad. I want to play Clan Ad so bad.
Me too.
It has two really shitty sets. A power booster.
Can we
So-
cry when we play?
So James, you want to know something? I actually, in my D tier list, my bottom two decks was Disgaea and Monogatari.
Whoa, where'd you put Fairy Tale?
Bottom of C.
Whoa, he missed it right there. Ooh, bad.
That deck
You
can
didn't really have D tier.
like I think they can still do things to mess people up. If you're playing against these other
okay.
C tier decks,
I think Fairy Tale is your biggest of meme decks.
Fairy Tale has one really good deck, and that's the deck that our friend Rex engineered because it's a quad color deck. He's the only person I know that can operationally do anything with that deck.
dude,
though.
I played that deck. I got like 5th in one tournament.
Was there 5 people there?
No, there was
I feel like this
11.
man right here
6
right now.
people. Okay.
no, there was
This man
11.
right here right now.
Yeah, fair.
No, I'm. You can mess people up with that deck. It's just hard to do it. It's a really tough call.
Okay.
So with
So
that does-
previewing, where are you guys putting Adventure Time? It hella doesn't matter.
I want it
but-
to be low A, high B.
I want it to be mid B, but I hope it's better, and I hope it's the AOT counter we're looking for.
Now hear me out. The only
So
reason
right
I
here.
want it to be that good, I don't like the show. Hot take again. But at
it's
the
a
same
new
time,
it's a new
it's
IP.
a new IP. I want more players. Give me an A tier set.
Am
Yeah.
I putting it between?
Don't
Am I
make
putting it
an
behind
Attack on
Bunny Girl
Titan.
or
Thank you.
before GGO?
Before GGO.
Yeah, before GGO.
Okay, so B tier before GGO. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so just to let it go, we'll read off. You'll be able to see it hopefully on the screen. All right, in S tier we have Attack on Titan, Konosuba, Bang Dream in that order, and then in order we have in A tier ReZero, Love Light Sunshine, Sword Art, Fate,
8 bar.
Rider.
Mm-hmm.
We have Goblin Slayer, and then Bunny Girl. B tier is Adventure Time. It won't matter, but GGO, Apocrypha, Alicization, Sakura, P5, Kantai, Telavru, the Gurren Lagann, Banco, Fantasia.
Just say
Banco.
Fantasia, and people know.
Fantasia or Bunko. It's the only Bunko set we have.
Yeah. If we get another Bunko set, then you just call it Fantasia.
Saber Fate, and in C tier we have Excel World, Revue Starlight, Love Live, Original, Cinderella Girls, No Game No Life, Batman Ninja, Nisekoi, Miku. What?
I'm so proud of you.
That what?
You know all the names.
Miku, Madoka Magica, and JoJo's. And then topping off D tier, we have Log Horizon.
You mean Ilya?
What?
You mean Ilya?
Log Horizon.
Taking you to the grave on this one.
Fate Ilya, Kill la Kill, Haruhi, Abasa Kanade, Angel Beats, Monogatari, Fairy Tale, and then ending it off, Disgaea, and then dude that shoots himself in the face from JoJo's apparently.
Yeah.
I still don't know what that's for. Where would you put Ilya then? Right
Where-
before Log Horizon?
Yes, exactly.
I
That's,
won't allow this to happen on my podcast.
I want you to know this is a monumental change that we're making, but we're gonna do it.
We'll say that Log Horizon beats Ilya, but Ilya beats a lot of other matchups.
I don't know. I mean,
Yes, Log Horizon
Log
does
Horizon
beat Ilya, but
counters.
that's the one deck.
Log Horizon counters a lot of shit.
Yeah, it
Okay.
does.
Yeah, but your card pool is what you
Yeah,
call
my carpool is
the dunder.
It's
Carpool is very
limited.
small.
It's limited.
I mean, it was like less than 100 card set.
Oh, dude. No, dude. It's like a 60 card set.
Yeah, it's terrible. It
There,
costs-
you only have 2 colors, sir.
Why is it
You
not
wish
letting
you
me-
were Sword Art, don't you?
You wish
Not
you had.
only as the show,
Well, like-
but
Well, have you seen the decks I play? Have you looked at the decks I play? I play Excel World, which is Sword Art adjacent.
Mhm.
I play Log Horizon, Sword Art adjacent.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Log Horizon, Sword Art adjacent.
No, Cell World.
Excel World is Sword Art
It's the
adjacent.
same universe. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
so Sword Art adjacent. It'd
No,
be like
it's, not
GGO.
it's not adjacent.
GGO's Sword Art.
Continuation of a Sword Art.
It's just
Big
those
spoilers
things,
here.
Yeah, spoilers for the fact that the show doesn't even actually tell you. You have to know. You have to have insider knowledge.
Yeah,
that
you
that
have to go
exists.
to the wiki.
You have to. Well, they mention things that exist inside SAO,
Mm-hmm.
but like you have to understand that like you have already seen SAO, really know SAO.
Do you know what a
understand it.
nerve gear is?
You have to understand that exists. And they mention that for like 5 seconds too. They don't even like relatively talk about it a lot. It's in one episode where they're like, yeah, the history of what's going on, and then you'd have to be like, oh yeah, I remember this from this and this. And
Dude,
Sword Art
I'm tell-
has 6 fucking
I'm
seasons.
telling you right now, World Seed, Future, reference to nerve gear. That's all you need.
to know that she is the child.
and references to creators and the fact that Kuriyuki Hime doesn't know her father.
Which is obviously Kirito.
That makes Yui her sister. James,
I
if
mean,
you had to put your Accel World deck up against your Yui deck, who would win?
Yui.
Oh God!
The vote would always
You
be for
see
Yui.
here, he favors his first child.
Obviously. Okay, guys. Thanks for checking out the podcast. As always, make sure to check out all the cool stuff. Thanks to all these guys for showing up. Make sure to check out next week's podcast where I'm going to try and make sure we get
The hot takes of other friends.
Connor, Kyle, and Rex on a video so they can talk about their points of view. We're going to have all of these hopefully inside the video so you can see them and have what you can look at as the final product for what we made. And then next week I have a second one, and then I'll probably try to make like an article type thing you can see on Patreon that'll show both of them from this episode as well as next week's episode, hopefully. And you can see both the tier list and how these guys thought about the tier list and versus the other guys and how they thought about the tier list. And we'll see how that kind of like works itself out. Well, and thanks again, guys. So we'll see you guys next time.
See you guys
Support
in-
your local game store.
Support your local game store.
See you guys in 2 weeks.
See you guys later.